Guess we're not getting a bill. Hold on a second.
Step back.
You ready? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a roll call, please, Nancy.
Rask.
Here.
Stuffelman.
Here.
Boggs.
Here.
Fleming.
Here.
Rose. Here. Cruzen. Here. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody's received a copy of the minutes, and if everybody's happy, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
A motion by Chuck, a second by Dave. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Thank you. Correspondence this evening. I have a resignation from Public Works. It says, Dear City of Farmington Administrators and City Council, I am writing to inform you of my resignation as the Assistant Superintendent of the City of Farmington Public Works Department as of Friday, September 30th, 2022. While I've enjoyed being a city employee, I have a new opportunity closer to home with the City of Canton, working in their street department as an operator. I am grateful for my 10 years with Farmington, which have allowed me to learn, grow, and better myself in my skills as a person and employee, and allowed me to have a leadership role, all of which played a role in allowing me this new opportunity. Thank you for your knowledge and friendships over the last 10 years. Sincerely, Scott Cox. And we'll accept that with regrets. Unfortunately.
I've got one other communication. I received a phone call from Gary with Neiman Foods in Quincy. And he advised that Neiman's Foods have made the decision that the pharmacy department located at the Farmington County Market will be closed. The Neiman Pharmacy has been purchased by Walgreens Pharmacy, and all prescriptions on file at County Market will be transferred to the Canton Walgreens located at 555 North Main Street. The County Market store will be open until 4 p.m. on October 17th, 2022, and then will be closed. He informed that to all the employees today. They did go ahead and put signs on their windows. I did go out and I spoke with Ryan, who's the pharmacist, about the closing. And he was told that this was a decision by Neiman's, not anybody at County Market. And due to among their biggest problem is that the health insurance companies have determined the pay that they're going to pay on some of the scripts, and the cost to the pharmacy is more than what the insurance pays. So as a department within Neiman's, they're not really showing a profit. So they have made the decision to close again as of October 17th. And the pharmacist also wanted me to let everybody know that if you elect to not change to Walgreens, you can easily choose whatever pharmacist you want to go to, but you're going to have to contact your doctor and change where all the scripts are going to be sent. And that came from Gary with Neiman Foods in Quincy. And he wanted everyone to know what's going on and not just read. And I informed him we had a council meeting tonight, so he asked me to inform everyone. So,
Thank you. Now it's time for our first general comment section. Yes, sir.
Yeah, right here under general comments, it says, the acting mayor, Stufflebeam, will send a copy of the papers to the city council members that was sent to Mr. Cabela's. Did that happen?
Yep.
So everybody received a copy of the Alms so-called
Last Monday night, I sent everybody the copy of the DOT permit.
Well, the whole thing that it comes down to is that we already know from the paperwork that we got, which I said last time, okay, it doesn't add up. This is my biggest worry, Mr. Mayor, is history's gonna repeat itself. You're not gonna be here always. All the city council members aren't gonna be here always. And what I worry about is that he's gonna come back in after he gets his $100,000, and he's gonna figure out another way to scandal more money out of this town. And that's exactly.
Well, the TIFs are governed by pens, Aaron, so it.
Well, the thing is I've already proven, look, he's got 3 different fences. Which one cost $13,000?
You know what?
And he didn't ever have to prove that.
Old argument.
No, it's an
So,
old argument, but the thing is what happens if he comes back and does it again? If he turned around and ripped this town off already once, I'm afraid he's gonna come back and I actually care. Believe it or not, I try to bring up things. This isn't just because I'm pissed off at the guy. This is because, look, right is right and wrong is wrong. And if he did wrong before, I don't want him to come back and do wrong again, because there's not gonna be somebody like me to stand up for everybody else.
in order for anything to go through our TIF, has to go through our TIF attorney, and they do complete research on it. They have all the history.
But then why couldn't you ever present anything to me to show me he spent $13,000?
Because it wasn't about the
it was
$13,000.
part of the building.
His agreement with the city is based upon rebating of the property taxes that he pays. It's not about what he paid. It's about the increment that his property increased that we rebate back.
I'm just saying, everybody has to tell the truth. When I turn around and I applied for TIF money, which I was granted, but I actually had to have a contractor come to my house, turn around and give me an estimate. And then I had to turn around, bring it to Rowland. And then it had to go through some board before I was accepted. And that's what I would expect for every commercial business.
And it
It
does.
is.
Well, if it is, then
it
he should
does.
have some kind of evidence, because on his actual plans, it states right there that there was no contractor for the fencing. It states.
The agreement that he has is part of a rebate program that we rebate back his property taxes.
But what I'm stating is, he stated on his paperwork, which I would have to tell the truth. Anybody else would have to tell the truth and be able to prove it by having a contractor having that. But yet he wrote down that he spent $13,000 at the time, and I guarantee you, with all 3 of his fences, he didn't spend no $13,000. He didn't pay for no union workers to go out there and do it. He went out there and did it himself. So I want to see that he spent $13,000. Otherwise, I'm calling him a flat out liar.
Well, that's your prerogative. You can do that. But as far as the city's concerned, he met the letter of the law because our Our attorneys blessed this. The county tax assessor went out and assessed it, and we're only basic upon what the agreement he gets is based upon that assessment, and we rebate back those taxes.
Well, I'm just saying that there's certain things that I have that shows that he was involved in, I don't even want to say suspicious, it was just illegal.
Well, I mean, and that's part of, you can take that up with him, because we've settled our end of it.
I know, but I'm
So-
just saying, I don't want him to come back and do it again, Mr. Mayor.
Well, and
He
so
isn't. He's got to go to the
he's got to go through the
CDC.
CEDC,
And
and,
the council.
that's a committee, and they're going to look at everything, and then it all has to be vetted by our TIF people. And they've got they have every bit of history that's occurred there.
Well, I just know that he ended up getting money out of our, the COVID fund, and they didn't shut down.
They did not get COVID money. They did not get CARES Act money.
Are you for sure?
Yes,
Okay, sir.
I am 100% positive.
I will totally believe your word. But
And
that's
I
what
gave
was
you
on
that list.
Yeah, but I would have sworn that they were on that list.
They might have been on the list that was sent hey, this is happening, but they did not submit an application, nor did we give them any money.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So-
Well, I'll believe you on that one.
Well-
Because I don't have my documentation with me to say, hey, either which way. But I'm all about documentation.
Well, and we've got it. So,
But I just want to make sure that all the city council members got a copy of that.
they
So
did.
then they can read through it.
Before I went to bed that night, they all got that email.
Okay, sir. I
5
very much
minutes is
appreciate it.
done.
Thank you, Aaron. Anybody else have any comments at this point? Yes, Mike.
Where do we have on the deal we made with this gentleman on his house?
Very close, correct? Couple weeks.
Give you 2 weeks, or 2 days notice, right?
Yes, I need 2 days' notice. Soon.
Enough.
Anybody else? All right. Let's talk about some bills. Everybody's got the bills. Unless anybody has any questions, I would consider a motion to pay our bills.
So,
All right, a motion by Joey, a second by Chuck. This is a roll call, please.
Brass,
Yes.
Stuffelbeam,
Yes.
Boggs,
yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen. Yes. Thank you.
All right, and everybody can see our working cash on hand. Anybody have any questions about this? Thank you. All right, TIF report, beginning balance was $929,162.83. We had one redevelopment grant for $1,000. Ending balance is $928,162.83. That is as of September 30th. Leads us to our police department report. Chief, would you like to add some color to this, please?
Our ordinance work is continuing. And officers, all my full-time officers assisted the Farmington School District in their unification drill, which just seemed like what happened down here with the high school and junior high went very well. And this seems to be a little bit of a mess up there, but I think we're gonna get that figured out with the school district. It was nice to go through that to see what we're gonna need to change before, if anything ever did happen. Myself and School Resource Officer Utzinger and Officer Rice, we assisted the Peoria County Sheriff's Office in the school walkdown drills at Alina Bluffs, Farmington, and Elmwood. And all those went by pretty well as well. And Officer Green's last day was September 9th, and his replacement, Officer DeWester, is currently in the police academy at SWIC in Southern Illinois, and he's doing good.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept monthly police report.
Have a motion from Joey, a second from Chuck to accept the September 2022 Police Department monthly report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Thank you. We have no new business. We've got new business. First item on new business is a discussion possible action of the CEDC recommendations to the city council. The city council met on Thursday night, September 22nd, and the following projects were presented to the CEDC. We had 2 residential grants. One is for $1,500 and one for $2,300. And I sure would like to break these out tonight by the between the residential redevelopment grants and the commercial. So if anybody would be so kind, if they're willing to make a motion to approve the redevelopment grants.
So moved. Second.
A motion from Nate, a second from Dave, and that is a roll call, please.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen.
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Steffelbean,
Yes.
Bobs.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Then moves into some of the other grants. Linrob Properties submitted for TIF assistance in the demo of a residence and moving a fence in the sum of $22,400. The CEDC members held a discussion about the project and voted to support a program with assistance of $25 as a residential property, and the project forwarded to you. Hardesty Auto Parts, which is our Napa store, which is located to the north of town, is going to be, they're starting a mail order business, and they are just out of room. So they submitted a project to the CEDC to construct a warehouse. Total construction price $30,190. The CEDC said that they would support this with a 75% grant of no more than $22,643. This will be a big boon for our sales tax dollars, as they're going to be shipping out more and more as they get the room to do this, and they've got plenty of room for the building to do it. Then we get into the parking lot business. Conklin Insurance, Tom Conklin applied for assistance to tag on to the project that's being done by the Bank of Yates City. Quote for his project, $9,800. The CEDC held a discussion and agreed to 75% share of that, no more than $7,350. Ralph Sedgwick was here from Anderson Sedgwick Funeral Home across the street. It says that his parking lot's in really bad shape and would like to up it. It's very visible on our main drag. He's got a $42,000 project. CEDC agreed to share in 75% of this, no more than $31,500. And Mr. Crane came and spoke on behalf of the Farmington Moose. As you'll recall, several weeks ago, we approved $90,000 project for them for their parking lot. It turned out that their contractor was unable to do the project. So they solicited bids and had a couple of things go by, and they came back, quotes came in higher, $146,950. The CEDC listened to Mr. Crane and agreed to the additional money, 75% share of this. Their total amount that they would receive the TIF would be $109,312. Any questions? Well, if that's the case, I would
I'd like to make a motion that we go ahead with the CDC recommendation.
thank you. And a second by Chuck. So I've got a motion from Joey, a second from Chuck for recommendations as submitted from the CEDC, and that is a roll call, please.
Bobs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Steffelbean.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, folks. And by passing that, that leads us to our next order of business. I would, for ordinance 2022-22, and I would entertain a motion to read this by title only.
So moved.
A motion by Joey, a second by Chuck to read ordinance 2022-22 by title only. That is a roll call, please, Nancy.
Bobs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Steffelbean.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, City of Farmington, Illinois, ordinance number 2022-22, and an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a First Amendment to the TIF redevelopment agreement by and between the city of Farmington, Fulton County, Illinois, and Loyal Order of the Moose Lodge, number 1571. This is your first reading of 2022-22.
I'd like to make a motion that we waive the second reading of ordinance number 2022-22.
I have a motion by Joey, a second by Chuck to waive second reading of ordinance 2022-22. That is a roll call, please.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Stubblebee.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2022-22.
I have a motion by Joey, a second by Chuck to approve ordinance 2022-22. That is a roll call, please.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Stubblebee.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you, folks. This next order of business, discussion possible action to hire a full-time public works employee. I'm going to table until Dave and I can have a conversation. We'll bring this back to you the next time, unless anybody objects. Thank you. Next order of business is a mayoral appointment to the Zoning Board of Appeals. And with the council's approval, I'd like to appoint Scott Voice to the Zoning Board of Appeals. And that would fill that board. Do I need a roll call on that, or is that just a regular for appointment?
I would do a roll call.
Let's do a roll call, and I guess I need a second, or a motion and a second first. Dave motions, Nate seconds, and that's a roll call. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
I'm trying to catch up here. Okay, Rose,
Sorry.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Rask,
Yes.
Stubblebee,
Yes.
Boggs,
Yes.
Fleming.
Yes.
Thank you all.
All right. You with me, Nancy?
I am.
All right.
I've taught it. Thank you.
This was stuck in here, and I want everybody to know that the city of Farmington, this is a public notice. It's not on the agenda, but I will tell everybody about it, that individuals wishing to seek election in the April 4th, 2023 consolidated general election for public positions in and for the city of Farmington, Illinois, election positions to be filled for 2-year position mayor, alderman, Ward 3 is also a 2-year. And then there are 3 4-year positions in wards 1, 2, and 3. If anybody's interested in this, please see Rollin for your packets. And it has all the whys, whens, wheres as to how many signatures you need. And he's able to answer any questions. So, and he is available for this, and the packets are ready to pick up, and the first day to submit the paperwork is November 21st, 2022 at 8 a.m. And that leads to this wonderful thing. So it's a declaration of local state of emergency, state of Illinois, counties of Fulton and Peoria, city of Farmington, pursuant to the authority vested in the office of mayor by the Illinois Municipal Code, section 5/11-1-6, the Illinois Emergency Management Agency Act, section 3305/11, and ordinance 2020-06 in the city of Farmington. I, Ken Stubblebee, mayor of the city of Farmington, do hereby declare that a local state of emergency exists as of this date, April 22nd, 2020, and shall continue until such a time as provided in ordinance 2020-06. The nature of the emergency is a nationwide pandemic of the COVID-19 virus. All right, committee reports. Dave Rose, do you have anything this evening?
Nothing to report, sir.
Thank you, sir. Joey, do you have anything further on public safety?
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. I have nothing more on sewer. Nate, do you have anything on sidewalks, streets, and garbage?
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Jenny, on parks and rec?
I just want to publicly thank Dave. I told him personally, well, everyone knows you guys have not been out to circle around your park. Paint time was soon again, and Leslie, I didn't notice if your signs were up or not, but are you still painting?
Yeah, but, they will, the guys will take them down.
We haven't taken them down
They'll
yet.
take them down.
I can look on that.
It'll
They'll
be
bring
a-
them to my house and I'll do them at my house, and then they'll put them back up.
That's wonderful.
Because some of them need to be replaced.
We will wait until the parks are closed and we all need the signs to take it down. And there's a lot more painting to happen out there. We've got the pavilion done, but there's more buildings.
Great. Thank you. Chuck, anything on public grounds and buildings?
Nothing, sir.
Very good, thank you. Brings us to our second general comment section. Dave?
Deadline on petitions.
First,
To turn
Oh.
them in is November 21st at 8 a.m. And the last day,
That's not the deadline.
that is the first day that I can accept them.
I asked for the deadline.
The deadline is November 28th at 4 p.m. And I have to certify the candidates with the county authority at December 22nd.
that answer your question, Dave?
Thank you.
Anybody else? If that's the case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Have a second?
Yes, sir.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks, everybody. Big crowd.